guy, this is the new way of doing things. And you're like scratching your head. Yeah, look, hey, you know. But you know, you guys are not like us, you're Chinese. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You know? So you've got to pay attention to that. And I think the other thing that you guys have got to be able to bear in mind is, and I've seen this a lot of young entrepreneurs are unable to define their ideal customers. So I'm sitting on the other side. Like, no, I've got this brilliant idea, I've got this brilliant business, and I was turning over 10 million in a year and whatnot. Like, okay, cool. 10, how much? Like, 10 million in a year. Wow. So, who's paying this 10 million? Can you break it down to you? Customers, can you break it down? Like, you know, it's normally like, you know, guys who like working full time. Like, okay. But there's a lot of people working full time. Like people who are like 23 years old are working full time. There's somebody who's like 63 years old who's working full time. So which one are you talking about that is paying for this 10 million revenue, right? And it's so crucial, especially as you start with the guys that have pitched tonight with their ideas. If you can't define your ideal customers, everything else falls flat. Yeah. Because then you're going to go back to the unique selling proposition and then say, but hang on. The unique selling proposition is not the same, it's not aligned to this customer of mine. You know? I've asked so many guys and said to them, so when you say this is your customer, right? Number one, what is their affordability levels? Can they afford the service? Right? Two, what is the elasticity of their affordability? So, can you up the prices a little bit, or can you lower them a little bit and give them a discount? Would they still be fine with that service or product? Does that make sense? Because let me give you an example. So, we judged a young man last night from Innovation Hub. He turns like radio, you know when you call somebody from the other side, there's something that happens in between. There's radiation or something of that sort. So he turns that which is in the air and stores it as electricity and charges the phones. Right? Yeah. So he's created this thing called a power bank. So it stores this thing. You don't charge it by a cord, you don't charge it by solar, no. Just guides all these things that's going on here and captures it, and then you charge your phone. I'm like, okay, cool, so how much is this? And they're like, he even knows his prices. I'll talk about it later, the prices. He knows his price, and they're like, no, it's 500 or something, also we're selling it at 500 rands. I'm like, okay, so who are we selling it to? Please define the person who's going to walk into the shop and buy it. Do they have kids? Are they married? Are they not married? Are they living alone? Are they living in a shack? Are they living in a townhouse? Are they living in a commune? Are they earning money? Do they have a car? What kind of a car? Is it a BMW? Is it a Mac? Is it a Toyota? Is it a Nissan? I drive a Nissan. It's a shit car. I drive a Nissan. So do you see the kind of a person that I'm talking about? So being able to define it, because then it speaks to whether you can increase this thing or not increase. So if you had to describe the kind of person that always worries about the price of petrol, the interest rate is now up. So then he's messed up because he can't increase the price of that product anymore. Because then the guys are like, I have to deal with petrol, I have to deal with petrol. Now you are up in this thing of yours. I keep my innovation. I'll just pull up on the court since well I'm paying a score. You saw what I mean? So, but if he has said, no, look, the kind of person that I'm targeting, the kind of person is cool. Lies innovation, the kind of person that owns like a two-story, a double-story, or whatever story type house, the driving, they have at minimum 2 cars. At minimum, they've got 2 cars. That one is paid up, one is still paying up. Probably have 2 phones. Doesn't have more than 2 kids. If there's got any kid, that kid is not going to any school other than a private school. That's the kind of person that I'm looking at. One, because they have a disposable income. competing for disposable income. You guys are all competing between yourself for disposable income. Do I buy the power back, right? Or do I invite for my birthday? Do I throw a nice party and invite one of the events ladies to organize it? Do you see? They're not in the same industry, but they're competing for my money. So now I'm like sitting, I'm like, power back, birthday party on Mandela's Day. Nah, fuck Mandela's Day. I have my power back. The kind of thing. So that's very important for you guys to be able to do. You've got to define your customer. That's very key. It's very important. If you don't define your customer, then who's then is going to pay your money? Who's going to pay the bills? Who's going to be able to pay the bills? But in getting the kind of customer that you are targeting and ideally be able to define them. Somebody was talking about pricing, right? I'll tell you about the story about the pricing. It just kills young entrepreneurs all the damn time. And very closely related with pricing is financial intelligence. And I call it financial intelligence. I think entrepreneurs don't need to know the financial, like accounting and all the other things. You just gotta have the intelligence to interpret the finances. And you don't even have to go to school. You probably need I can give you like a 30 minutes crash course. I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. So the pricing is, I'm sitting on the other side. And one time there's this gentleman called Paseka from Soweto comes through and says, look, I give you guys social media services. I go, right? How much? For you guys, I can give you 7,000 a month. I'm like, yeah? I can give you 7,000 a month. Okay. Why? Why not 6,999 rents? Why is it 7,000? It's like, it's a round off. I'm like, round off of what? Oh, by the way, let me give you guys a trick. Right? So when you price your services, do not have the Z, don't have like 7,000, like 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. That thing is just too easy. Don't ever. It's a trick. I'm whispering to you guys. Do you know how intelligent you sound? When you say, no, look, for this thing, it's 6,549 rand 53 cents. I'm telling you, if I'm sitting with that, I'm like, shit, you even know the sense. Oh. This person knows this, they're stuck. They're like, no, 6.5. I'm like, this one is lazy. This one, doesn't even know why it's 6.5, So please, don't tell them that I told you this. But make sure, never ever price your prices to the 0. Don't. Just put the cent and the mini cents, everything in there. When they ask you, you say, look, how I've priced my product and services, I factored one, the fact that it costs me this amount of time to be able to move from where I am to come to your place, 2, the cost of petrol, 3, the cost of electricity that I use at my mother's house and my mother's garages are factored in, my salaries are factored in, all this other thing. I factored the food that I even have to goddamn eat because I need to eat. I'm saying I'm giving you service, it's not for free. I need to eat. I'm a person, I'm alive, I'm a human being. I factored all this, that's why I'm charging. But also, look, I'm a business. I've got to make money at the end of the day, or else then I must go home. It's not a charity, right? So as you price your products, you must never be afraid. The fact that you've got to make money. And you need to have a low point. You need to know that this is how low I can go. A lot of young entrepreneurs don't know how low they can go. And that is because they don't even know their profit margins. They don't even know their cost margins. They don't even know how much they should have in the bank account. Right? So you've got to be able to have those things. You ask those things. Ask people. Jose was talking about how he advises you guys. Have that intelligence. You don't have to be a professional accountant. Once you've got that intelligence, I can assure you, I'm sitting on the other side and you're asking me 1 million to invest in your business. Then I know, there's a homie here knows what he's talking about. He's going to handle my money with care. He's going to give me my 35% return on investment in the next 2 years. No questions. Because he even knows when he breaks even. He knows to the last cent. To the last cent why he's charging and how much money he's making. Right? So please, you need to keep that in mind. But the other important things, guys, as I wrap up, is a lot of young entrepreneurs. Number one, as you come through and you're looking for investment, and I'll say investment, either in contracts, either in equity, either in a loan, either in whatever it is, guys, this one-man show must end. This one-man show is not taking us anywhere. It's really not taking us anywhere. It is such a frustrating thing when I ask somebody, look, so what's your management team? Do you have a team? Like, no, how many? Or how many? I can't give my own money to one person. Because the next day they switch off the phone, I don't know where to go. I'm like, hey, look, we've got that parties going on, like where are the things? Where's the decor? Where's everything? And the answer later, after 3 hours, like, no, the network. I'm like, the network? How about you come to my party and see how the network is going? Do you see what I mean? So, all I've asked the guys, and always I challenge the guys, is to move away from the one-man show, the one-woman show. You've got to find a co-founder. And in the black culture, it sounds a little bit odd. A co-founder. So I must find a partner. But do you know how difficult it was for me to start this company? Now I must find another guy who's going to benefit from my sweat. Now it's right there and then. I immediately then know. Right? This person, number one. Right? Number one, this person doesn't have the ability to trust and work with a team. But also this person, it gives me a sense that they're not entirely accountable. Right? So now they can't be a leader. So this two employee-based company will never grow into